Being a young black man in a barbershop, the environment is something I always like. I always like being around other older dudes talking about stuff going on in the community, sports, entertainment.
This isn't just a barbershop.
It's like when I come down here, it's like I'm not really locked up no more. It's like I'm in a barbershop.
It's a lifeline. 8 stations, each with a story waiting to unfold.
When we here, we here. We're not in jail no more.
Michael Phelps, a 23-year-old, found himself behind bars at 22.
Armed carjacking.
After just 11 months, he's here, carving out a new identity, unsure of how much time he has left.
With barbering, it's relatively fast money and it's legal money, so you don't have to break laws to make money fast.
For months, he's been learning the tricks of the trade, from the books to cutting other inmates' hair. What is something that you want to learn in the future when it comes to this program?
When it comes to barbering, I want to learn how to do designs and things with people's hair and do hair coloring.
For the amount of time that they're here, they don't feel like they're here.
Program managers at the Prince George's County Department of Corrections are steering clear of recidivism.
I've done everything in barbering. I've been a student, and I've been a manager, and I've been an owner, and so now it's time for me to give back.
The program managers of the Barber and Cosmetology program say that most of their students who complete the course do not return to jail after their release. Now, with plenty of time to reflect, students say that the skills that they learn are crucial for achieving their goals once they re-enter society.
The success rate has been pretty good. I have had at least 4 girls go into different places, from schools to going to be assistants for other cosmetologists.
Next door, aspiring hairstylists hone their craft, mastering the art of braiding and styling, each strand a step towards empowerment.
I've been learning how to do hair, I've learned how to braid, I've learned how to do locks, and just, natural hair care.
In a world that often sees them as statistics, these individuals are proving that transformation is possible. From behind bars to beyond, they're shaping their futures, one hairstyle at a time.
I feel confident and just, with gratitude, grateful.
The city of Laurel, we're 4.5 miles long with 30,000 people in a very cultural community, very diverse community.
Laurel is a beautiful city. I would say the very first thing is you're gonna find some good places to eat.
We always come out here and walk. It's nothing but great smiles.
It's nice just to see some of the same familiar faces. Just passing by, everyone's just enjoying the outdoors.
We also call it date night because our movie theater, right? So you go catch a movie, you get some soul food, some Thai food. Then you want to visit our main street, you can go to Cleopatra Winery, you can go to Skydive Restaurant, Olive on Main's, a Mediterranean restaurant, So we have a great destinations for folks to come inside the city of Laurel to have some, once again, I call it the city of date night.
While it still holds onto its historic ties with the iconic Laurel Park racetrack and its legacy of mills, the city has evolved, especially along its historic Main Street. There, time seems to pause, just enough to preserve a classic charm even as the future moves in. The Laurel Mill Playhouse, often seen as the heart of Main Street. With a striking crimson red exterior, this local gym stands out. At just 11 years old, Shaylin Howard is already a gymnastics star. She's been flipping and tumbling since she was just 3, and her passion for the sport is as strong as ever.
It just started off when I was in my house, and I would just set up my little bouncy toy close to the couch, and I would go down the hallway and jump on and do a vault onto it, vault onto the couch. And then my mom was trying to keep me out the gym for a reason, but then when she saw me doing that, she brought me to the gym, and I just had a lot of fun, so she put me in classes and everything. Shaylin is one of many talented gymnasts training at the Prince George's Sports and Learning Complex in Landover, a place where talent shines brightly. I'm not as good as Shaylin at the balance beam. In fact, it took her only about a week in order to learn this skill, and it actually takes her about 10 to 20 hours a week
to practice?
Gymnastics is one of those sports that is not necessarily popular within the general public, and even in the African American community, it's one that's really not even understood or known, and it's unfortunately one of those sports that's also pretty expensive to do.
Coach Robert Lundy highlights the remarkable growth and diversity at the gym, noting how more black gymnasts are stepping into the spotlight.
I love going into a gymnastics competition and walking in with a all-black team, and then everyone seeing us and what? And turning heads. And then it gets even better when we're standing up on the podium like, oh, wait a minute.
And the success doesn't stop there. Coy Young, a standout from the gym, recently made his Olympic debut and was named an alternate for the 2024 Summer Olympics.
What keeps me motivated is like when I see all the college gymnasts, like the Olympic people competing, and like I want to be like them one day. So like I try to get all my stuff done so I can get to that type of level.
Well, today marks the one-year anniversary of the tragic Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, a disaster that shook the city and claimed lives and disrupted the region's transportation network. A somber day as Governor Moore and state officials remembers the lives lost on March 26, 2024.
This morning, we gathered back to where we started, in the same place, at the same time.
They are reporting that the middle section of the bridge collapsed into the water, and there are unknown amounts of people and or vehicles in the water.
1 year ago today, Baltimore's Key Bridge collapsed after being struck by the Dolly container vessel, claiming the lives of 6 people. Since the collapse, the state has made significant progress in rebuilding the bridge, with construction crews working around the clock.
Now work is well underway on the governor's 4th directive to rebuild the bridge.
Marylanders of this generation and the next will look up and once again see the Francis Scott Key Bridge standing tall, and you have my word on that.
Just last month, Governor Moore unveiled the new design for the bridge, and pre-construction activities are underway. But the family continues to mourn.
Concrete and steel can be replaced. The laughter of a father, the embrace of a husband, the future of 6 men, these are lost forever.
And right now, the family is still looking for closure, seeking answers from the FBI on who actually is responsible for this tragedy. Reporting in Baltimore County, I'm Mikayla Newton for CTV News.
She's sweet.
She's sweet. I've been there close to 11 years. So it was very, very shocking and a sad day for me.
In Prince George's County, a new sanctuary is offering more than just food. It's providing a lifeline to women like Vanita, who lost her job a few months ago.
Organizations like this is just awesome, a blessing.
She Sweet provides items like professional clothing, shoes, canned goods, cleaning products, and hygiene items.
Beautiful.
With backing from local businesses like Wegmans and Costco, the pantry aims to serve 25 women a week.
If you're out of work, if you're working and you need some help making ends meet, they're going to service all women.
The initiative, which began back in 2005, has now taken its biggest leap yet, becoming a critical part of Women's History Month. Right down the hall is the Resource Hub, an extension of the pantry.
In the pantry, you are getting your body fed. Here, we want to feed your mind and your soul.
It's where women can receive a full spectrum of support, from job training to financial literacy.
Man, I'm a woman, and I know that I want to be looked at as more than just an employee, as just a mother, as just a friend. I want to be taken care of as a whole.
We don't want this to be a pop-up where we're here a year or two servicing and then we're not able to sustain ourselves. We want to be here for years to come.
People would say, well, Mr. Vincent, you mean you all paid $6.5 million for 5 acres, but this is the reveal. Because from the road, it doesn't look that much, but once you get down here, look at this.
Carr's Beach, a regular stop in the Green Book, was once a safe haven for Black families. And it's now the focus of a new partnership aimed at both preserving its legacy and addressing diversity in marine science.
In 2022, the city of Annapolis, the state of Maryland, the federal government, Blacks of the Chesapeake, and other community-based groups cobbled together $6.5 million and bought the last vestiges of what was formerly Carrs and Sparrows Beaches. Carrs and Sparrows Beaches were the mecca of music and entertainment in the Mid-Atlantic region during the period of segregation.
For decades, Carrs Beach was one of the few places in the region where Black families could enjoy the water and the shore without fear. Now this history is coming to life in a new way, thanks to technology and teamwork.
There you go. You never know what you're going to find. A little horseshoe crab.
When you think about marine science, is that it's such a vast field. People study so many different things.
Simone Barkley is just one of a few Black marine scientists. She works with BIMS, or Black in Marine Science, an organization dedicated to increasing representation in the field. Now the group is teaming up with other organizations to share the rich history of Carrs Beach. Diversity in marine science is still a major issue.
A lot of us were in programs that, were focused on bringing minorities to different conferences, which is how I actually met our CEO, because we were both in a program.
Data shows underrepresentation of minority groups and progress towards greater inclusion has been painfully slow.
When we got there, there were hundreds, thousands of other folks who were in the field. It was just us. So we really were a drop in the bucket, right? That's when it felt like there weren't a lot of us.
The Oceanography Society suggests only about 8.8% of graduate students in ocean sciences identify as a minority.
That's why, BIMS was created, because we wanted to make sure that there was a space where we could accept one another and one another's work without scrutiny, without anyone questioning us, knowing and understanding that, what we bring to the table is going to make our work even more dynamic, even more exciting.
But BIMS and the Blacks of the Chesapeake Foundation are working to change that. Using cutting-edge eDNA kits, scientists are collecting genetic material from the water itself, allowing them to uncover secrets about the local environment and its connection to the people who once visited the beach.
Can you imagine 70,000 people were here on the grounds at a Chuck Berry concert? Well, look at how many wedding bands fell in, how many quarters fell in, how many nickels fell in the water, in the sand.
And while marine science continues to struggle with diversity, there's a growing recognition that improving representation will enrich the field. This partnership is showing just how powerful that change can be, not just for the industry, but for the preservation of Carrs Beach's vital history.
This is a dream come true.
It's an exciting chapter for both marine science and the legacy of Carrs Beach, one where the past and future collide and where everyone has a seat at the table.